the state of Florida, and today we're talking about transaction for value and creating profit. And we're discussing the multi economic monetization model, also known as a MIM. So, if this is your first time here, I help business owners and realtors crush the industry and social media, and to be able to understand what they need to know in order to grow in real estate. Let's take a look at it, because people like myself, I've heard people say things like, well, if you're already working in a job, as far as corporate is concerned, then how can you talk about real estate? Well, why not? I am in real estate because first of all, I decided to join a company that is going to allow me to be able to create massive wealth in different forms. Okay. So in life, we have to take steps. And in taking steps means that sometimes we may not jump all the way in. We may take steps in necessary in order to be able to create the massive wealth that we want to. But at first, it starts with action. It starts with doing. It starts with in the mind and making the decision to want to become that billionaire or or millionaire, or whatever it is that you decide. You have to first make the decision, and then once you make that decision, now you're able to start to take the steps necessary, but you have to get educated. So I designed EXP Realty because of its opportunity to allow you to create massive wealth by means of the multi-economic monetization model. Now you're probably like, what in the world is she talking about? With the multi-economic monetization, it differs from what I'm currently doing in my corporate job, which is based on transaction. In other words, in order to first you have to do one transaction, and then you're only as good as your last sell. Same thing as in real estate. It's based on transaction. So you're only as good as your last sell. So you have to keep going out and getting more listings or doing more sales in order, and it's basically transactional. So that's what you're basically working with. But when it comes to a multi-economic monetization program platform, this is the one to allow you to not have to wait on that last sale. You don't have to wait on that to come through, because you're helping others to be able to build a brand and also to be able to do the same thing. So what EXP Realty allows us to do is to be able to have a network all over the world, so that we can sell real estate anywhere. There's only one brokerage, and that's EXP Realty. So we are now in Canada, we're in the United Kingdom, we're in Australia, we're in 50 states. And because we are all over and globally, and there's one brokerage. So whereas in our traditional model, which is transactional based, it's going to allow you to only be able to, you can network individually. But when it comes to having a global scale, we can then tap in to our network and be able to reach out to other agents in other places with one brokerage. So instead of the revenue being paid to just one broker. So at your traditional real estate company, one broker is getting paid from everyone's sale. However, EXP Realty is like, you know what? Our agents should also be benefiting when it comes to real estate. So, in addition to selling property, we are now also able to be that person that will be receiving that revenue every single time someone that joins actually sells real estate and does the work. Then we then are able to be rewarded in the process. It's not like that in your traditional brokerages. So you have one broker, and every time one of the agents sell property, then that money goes to, you call it a split. So like I say, if it's an 80-20 split or 80-30 split, or maybe a 50-50 split, or whatever the case may be, that split, whether it be a 20% split or 30% split, that 40% would go to you, and then 30% goes to the broker that owns that that brokerage, right? So in EXP Realty is different. So with this multi economic monetization model, it allows every agent that you bring on underneath you, allows that person, you, to be able to receive that same monies that would normally go to the broker, now goes to, or is rewarded to, the agent. How cool is that? Like, there is nothing more better than everyone working together for one goal. And so we all work together because we want to see each other become successful. We want to see each other thrive. So as your fellow agent now sells property, then you are rewarded. And when they also bring on other agents, they are able to be rewarded as well. Instead of everything just going to this one person, we can all now share in the wealth. So it's no longer just transactional at all. So now, even though you do a transaction, you can also receive extra revenue every single time one of your fellow agents that you invited into EXP Realty is going to go to you. And so with this, it's basically helping each other, right? We're helping one another grow. So not only are you able to be a part of this, but your others and everyone after that are also able to share in the wealth. That is an amazing concept. Now, you also know that we are on the stock exchange. So, with that, we are also able to have some of our funds go directly to there. We get a discount on the stock to be able to create wealth in that area as well. It's a win-win situation. So why not? Why wouldn't you? If this is something that you currently are not able to do at your current brokerage, then get in contact with me at tiffanyceverett.com/real estate. tiffanyceverett.com/real estate. And let's talk about it. As a matter of fact, we do have an opportunity call that's going to be going on. So get in contact with me today so I can get you the links to be able to come on and join us. And then just tell me what you think. There's no obligation to you. It's just you joining in and listening and seeing and telling me exactly what it is that you think. One of the good things about EXP is that it is virtual workplace. That's right. Massive wealth, virtual. You can do it anywhere you are, traveling, and always have access to the platform. The platform is it's called EXP World, right? Just imagine the world that we live in is this we call it EXP world is virtual. So just like you have all of us just moving around, going into meetings, driving, getting our cars, driving to the office, checking in, making phone calls over there, getting our cars again and driving. We don't have to do that with EXP Realty. We can actually log into a platform where our broker is already there. There's a different brokers in there within each state. There is brokers, and we can log into the platform and have conversations with the brokers about questions that we may have about our transaction. Everything is right there at our fingertips. And so it's amazing. It offers our agents, the brokers, and the staff to be able to work from anywhere in the world because EXP has a robust technology that allows you to not have to commute. It's really cool. So with this app, you download it to your computer, and then you're able to join EXP World. You're able to go into meetings. You're able to go into, I don't know if you like riding the boat. I rode a boat. There's a boat in there as well. But all the tools are right there at your fingertips. And so this is a collaborative technology. And so they use this cutting edge technology such as EXP World, such as Workplace. And these are available to us 24/7. So if you have a showing and you need to share that, you can share it to massive people on our Workplace system. Yep. And also, if you have a renter that you need, or if you need a listing agent or or if you need a buyer's agent in any of the 50 states or any of the countries that we have, you can just simply log into Workplace and be able to have these conversations with them and get some assistance. How I was able to sell properties in other states is by tapping into the network. Now, I know I've heard that, there's some people who found it, a little challenging with the technology. But let me tell you something. If you really, really tap into this technology and you really spend some time on it, it's why it's really good that if you do have someone that you're going to be that's going to be part sponsoring you, you want to make sure that they're going to provide some type of benefit. Rather, like myself, I can help teach you with social media, how to get your how to create ads for your real estate brands. We also have a call every single week where there are professionals that in the market that come on to our weekly calls and teach us different things as it relates to real estate. So you definitely want to make sure that when you're choosing a sponsor, that they do have something that they can offer to you. But the resources that EXP provides are all there. There's training there. I mean, so we just have to really be able to tap into it. And you can always schedule calls with your sponsors and see, well, maybe there's something that you're not sure how to do on your computer, and that's where that collaboration comes in at. But the EXP world is amazing. We have a great support staff and great offices, and it is one of our most effective and popular forms of communication that we use. Now, those live trainings that I was talking about, well, your traditional brokerages, you got to get in your car, you got to drive to it, you got to sit there, you got to be present. Well, we have ours online. They're virtual. So 5 days a week, you can log into the portal and you can be able to get training, rather it be training on how to write a contract, training on how to do transactions, training on how to get a listing, training on how to sell. All this is virtual, so you don't have to leave. You can be traveling, you can decide to go with your family somewhere and still have access and get real-time support right where you need it. So this multi-economic monetization is so much different than being in a place where it's just only transactional. Trust me, I understand what it means to be in an only transactional company or organization where it's, you're only as good as your last sale. But it's important that you just stay focused. Whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are, whatever your aspirations are, start by writing them down. Start by writing down your goals. So this way you have an opportunity to see exactly where you're going. The scripture tells us that we should write it down, make it plain, make it clear. So this way we know exactly what we're getting up for every single day. We know our why. And in doing this, it gives us that drive and that motivation to just continue to move forward, because we know that there's going to be some hard places here and there. There's going to be some rough places. There's going to be some mountains that's going to come up, and there's going to be some people that's going to try to stop you in your path. But I just want you to just stay focused and driven and know that it's possible, that you can do this. And so with the traditional way, you're basically trading time for money. With the monetization, and as you're promoting what you do, promoting how you do it, promoting that yes, you can make a profit, and then also the processes and how to do it. We all need people at the end of the day, and so this allows us to collaborate, to be able to come together, to be able to help one another, and to be able to have a successful brokerage. So my question is, do you want to learn how to make more? And just in addition to having just a transaction, is your goal to be able to make more? If it is, get in contact with me today at TiffanyCShow.com/real estate, so I can invite you on a session where you can learn exactly how to do just that. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day, and it's always a pleasure. We're going live each and every single day. So if you have any questions or concerns for me, feel free to drop those down in the in the chat down there. Jot that down. And if you've heard enough to make a decision, go ahead and go over to TiffanyCEverett.com/real estate. Click the link in the notes and come on over and join us. I look forward to sharing with you. And don't forget to subscribe and share this with 2 or 3 other people, because sharing is caring. May you have a wonderful day.